The troubles continue as Bruce rides to besiege more fiefs of the Soma. Unfortunately for him, the Takeda clan have other plans. The Oda have also decided to join the war and declare against the Takeda. Bruce now has only one option, to become death itself and slaughter every opponent in each siege without succumbing to his wounds. Is he up to the task? Hello and welcome back to Shokuho and the Dreams of Legends submod, and we're here in a forest, ready to, shall we say, chop down as much wood as possible. Yes, if the wood were our opponents, of course. Yes, indeed. Okay, so here we go. We obviously do have... I'm going to be very aggressive with this one. Very, very aggressive here. Unfortunately, wow. Okay, that was kind of disappointing right there. Didn't you see that? Yeah, that was pretty disappointing. Anyway, there we go. There we go. Making a little bit up for the fact that we completely sucked in that first charge, but that's okay. We can hopefully do some pretty nice damage here. I was kind of hoping to assassinate the enemy lord. There he is. He is right there. Let's tell every single person to charge in, apart from the archers, of course, as we do want the archers to, yeah, there we go, inflict as much snipage as possible. Hopefully they're going to be doing a pretty good job with that. The enemy is literally just standing here, not really doing much, and I gotta say, I do appreciate that. Don't get me wrong, I am actually very much appreciating that. And we are very close to Yamagata right now. Is it Yamagata or... Yeah, I think so. I think so, because that was the town that was actually under siege at the end of the previous episode, and I was on my way there to try to defend it because we obviously want to fight this faction. We want to fight this faction because they are, at the moment, ahead of us in war exhaustion. So, in other words, if we were to let them continue, we would probably have to pay them a very significant stipend, and we don't really want to do that. Thank you very much. So what we're gonna do, call back your dogs. Okay, I'm gonna execute him. I'm gonna execute him. You know what's really funny? I literally thought about this earlier today. I thought to myself, why is it that whenever I take prisoners, I always forget to execute them? I don't know what it is, but whenever I do that, it's literally the funniest thing in the world. It's literally, is it a meme at this point? Is it literally a meme at this point? It might be, because I go and I'm like, yes, I will take them prisoner and then I will execute them. Because look at this. I don't have any of them. Yes, I don't have any of them anymore because, well, there isn't anyone really to execute, but I'm going to execute this guy. As you can see, we're going to get pretty nice relation with a bunch of people, and we're also going to lose relation with a bunch of people, but that's okay. I don't really mind about that, because we're going to be getting a bunch of very, very nice gear from him as well. Let's actually see what we get here. Okay, I'm not seeing that much here, to be honest. I'm not seeing that much that could be that useful, but let's have a look. The armor... yeah, no, it's okay. I mean, it's not amazing. The gloves are really quite nice, so let's do that. We could take a look at the armor as well. I mean, you can see here that our armor at the moment is actually really, really nice. I don't feel like we really need to upgrade our people anymore. I mean, yes, we do need better shoulder pads to a certain degree. Oh, these are nice. These are nice right here, so I'm going to give that to our wife, I suppose. And we do have this. This is actually quite nice. Maybe we want to wear that ourselves. Let's actually have a look at that real quick. Okay, so that gives 5 more. That gives 3 more. Yeah, no, it's not... no, it's not as good as what I would expect to see it around this point. So, yeah, we're not going to do that. We're going to be giving a bunch of these. And I suppose we can do this. We can just put this on him there. I mean, it's not really going to provide us with that much of a bonus. Yeah, so there you go. All right, well, we're going to move on. Generally, I feel like, as you can see right here, we have kind of already shifted the scales a little bit. I actually went over here and I was basically waiting. I was going to wait until we saw exactly what was happening. Oh no, the Oda clan have now declared war against us? Wow, okay. This is very bad. Let's just say that. Yes, this is very bad. Yeah, anyway, as I was saying, This faction was actually in a siege against Yamagata. I was waiting for them to be depleted a little bit because they had an army of 650 or something like that, and I can only assume they ran out of army cohesion. I am assuming that they ran out of army cohesion, and that was basically it. That was basically game over for them. So I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do that again, or try to bait them into anything like that, because it feels to me like they're probably just going to be as passive as they can be, just like these guys in this particular fight. Yeah, pretty annoying actually that they're doing that, but you know, that's just how it goes. Just gonna basically charge every single person in here. There doesn't seem to be much of a reason to not do that. I did manage to kill the enemy unit, or should we say enemy vassal, and I don't mean kill as in actually kill him, because he's not dead. But we could potentially execute him after the fact if we wanted to do that. I'm now at 274 in terms of polearms as well. So it would be quite nice if we could maybe do something with that. But yeah, this is obviously one of those times where we just want to be as aggressive as possible. I'm just going to absolutely zoom ahead here. As, well, pretty easy, you know, pretty easy victory for us right there. 30 renown, 40 influence for us. And indeed, I am going to be attempting to besiege some of this stuff. I'm going to try to execute some more of these people as well. Generally, I obviously don't... I'm not really going to be super interested in... Wow, they've got elite horse archers. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm not actually going to be super interested in executing these guys that much. That's not really my... you know, that's not really my main thing at the moment. But we kind of need to make sure that this faction doesn't really have that much power, because otherwise we are going to have some big problems potentially. This is a very... What? Okay, oh, never mind. Okay, I actually understand the reasoning why this is so damaging. But you could see the swing speed. Yeah, the swing speed is the reason why this is a very, very difficult to use weapon, in my opinion. This would be very cool, in my opinion, if we could actually get a higher swing speed. But obviously, the damage would have to come down then. This is, ooh, very nice shoulder pads. Very, very nice shoulder pads. Let's see. I'd like to give that to... Oh, she's actually wearing really... Wow, that's a really nice... Never mind. Okay, yeah, we'll just give that to this fellow here. And yeah, he's doing a pretty good job. Okay, so the question is, do we actually want to give them something? Let me actually just have a quick look here. Okay, so this is two-handed, one-handed. Does she have good polearm skill? She's using a mythic Tachi at the moment. I kind of want to give her this. I feel like she's probably going to be extremely good with this, but what is her polearm skill like? 33? I mean, her two-handed is pretty terrible too. Okay, you know what? I'm going to give her this, just purely because I think she's probably going to do a good job with it. And, yeah, we're otherwise just going to be taking all of this other stuff here as well. I mean, I could technically, you know, donate some of it for experience, but I feel like we're going to be okay. I feel like that's fine. We don't really need to be super hard up with our experience boosting abilities or anything like that. We don't need to, we don't really need to prioritize that at the moment. And we're going to execute him once again. There we go. Nice little execution there. And what do we actually get? Nothing really super amazing, unfortunately. But, yeah, I mean, you know, it's very late in the game, or later in the game than it used to be. So, of course, we're not going to be really having too many problems with money or, well, pretty much anything else. So, yeah, but now, as you can see, we do have a slight advantage here. We are suffering quite a lot at the hands of the Hojo clan. That is not very good, because as you can see, they're right there. They're very large, and they do seem to actually be taking these castles back, as you can see right here. We actually took Tokyo Castle and Otaki Castle in the previous episode, and you can see here that obviously they're trying to take those back. Okay. Oh, we have our leader actually taking Hamamatsu as well. Okay. Well, that's pretty nice. As you can see, Okayama, on the other hand, is so far away, and oh no. I'm a little bit worried about this now. Look at this. There's a person there attempting to take this. I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to besiege Okoyama next. That is going to be extremely difficult for us to defend. I mean, look at where we are. I'm super far away. There is no way I'm going to be able... I'm not going to get over there in time. There's no possible way ever that I'm going to be able to do that. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to make our way over to one of their fiefs, and I'm going to see if maybe what we can do is a little bit of a siege. Maybe we can try to force them a bit more into a war, well, shall we say, a truce of sorts, I think would be rather nice. Let's see what they have here. They have 556. They also have a vassal inside. This is terrible. This is absolutely awful. Oh, okay, look at that. We've had another child. We are literally having children like we are just... We're popping them out like no one's business. Also, can I just ask something real quick? Where did my money... Oh, did you see that? My money situation was a little bit weird there for a second. I felt like we had 1 million all of a sudden, but now we have 2 million. Okay. Well, it seems maybe it was a display bug of some kind or what have you. I don't actually know, but yes. Vote for the new owner. Please don't give it to me. Okay, no, they're actually giving it to this guy. I'm just going to abstain from this. I don't really have that much influence anyway, and I don't really want to spend it on random stuff like that. It's probably not going to be particularly useful for us. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do here, considering the fact that we have a... I mean, just look at the combat strength right here. I feel like we actually have a pretty significant amount, and we might in fact be able to just go in here and actually just murder. We might be able to just go in here and just murder things. The problem is, do we want to do that? Do we actually want to do that? Because we have a bit of a problem situation here. Gonna level up her two-handed. For some reason, focus. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, AI companions actually spend their focus points by themselves. And I'm not entirely pleased with that, to be honest. I feel like that is kind of ridiculous because, I mean, if their perks are not being auto-allocated, because I've set it to manual, of course, then I feel like their focus points should also be manually allocated, but that is not the case. That feels like not the case, at least. Okay, so if we wanted to level up our engineering skill, I'd obviously spend the time, in building our braziers and our Azutsus and so on and so forth, but we're not going to do that because we just don't have the time. I just don't have the time to mess around there. We are going to just have to go straight on in here. This is going to be a, yeah, it's going to be a bit, it's going to be a bit of a tough one, I feel. We're probably not going to have a very easy time at all. Yeah, because I didn't build a battering ram either, because this is basically an instant go-in, right? Like, this is just literally a super fast, well, risky maneuver. I put my horse on the ladder. Am I stupid? Yes. Wow, did you see that? I literally blocked myself from going onto the ladder. Let's not do that again. Let's not do that again. Thank you very much. That is absolutely... That is the worst thing we could do. Okay, now let's try and see if we don't... Let's not take any damage, okay? Let's just try not to take too much damage. Funnily enough, I say that and then I get shot in the face, you know, or whatever. It always happens, doesn't it? Yeah, it always happens to me. So I'm just going to go along the line here, just trying to eliminate as many enemies as I can get my hands on. Obviously, this is the main thing that we want to try to do, because this is where most of the damage is actually going to come from, in my opinion. Because you may think, oh, it's going to be the infantry, you know. You may think it's going to be the infantry that we're taking damage from, but actually, no. I think it's mostly just death by 1,000 cuts most of the time, when it comes to my own demise, at least. So generally, I do like to kill the enemy archers much more than I like to kill the enemy infantry. And if you can clear out these areas, you can see here that the reinforcements do tend to try to actually come back to these areas as well, multiple times. And when they do that, it actually provides you with a much greater source of kills, because you're able to just kill these enemies that are consistently coming in here. Okay, I got to be a little bit careful here. We could have some problems. I'm going to get shot by these guys over here, so that's a problem in itself. Okay, yeah, so as you can see, my forces are having issues. I'm being shot as well, of course. Yeah, my guys are having some problems here. Maybe I should have gone for the battering ram. Should I have gone for the battering ram? I don't know. I mean, how many have we lost so far? We haven't even lost that many. What? Why does it show that we are so low in combat strength? I guess that's just how it is. Just gonna go along the line once again. I really wish I'd be able to do more damage. My terror skill is not really getting its big usage here. Getting a little bit unlucky with that. We've got some more archers in this little central building to the left of me right here. Unfortunately, I'm not really sure if I can go in there and actually spend the time, because I could go here instead and just do this. Alright, so let's take a look. Alright, so we've... yeah, I've done a lot of damage. Unfortunately, this is... probably not good enough. I'm gonna die very, very soon as well, by the way. I really wish my guys would charge. I'm not sure what they're really doing. I mean, we've had 79 of us. Yeah, that's basically... we've only got 100 left. We only have 100 left, which is really, really bad. So basically what can happen now is either we can just push them as much as possible. And I mean, you can see here we're doing pretty nice damage. Yeah, okay, gonna have to retreat. Otherwise, we are going to have a big issue. It's gonna be a big, big problem here. I mean, you can see here, if I had survived just a little bit longer, we would have had a really, really good shot here. Now I need to be a little bit careful about the enemy. Yeah, no, I think we'll be okay. We just got to restore ourselves, and then we're just going to go straight on back in immediately. Well, I'm trying my best here with our nice little bow here and trying to actually get some snipes on these guys. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Can we get another one? There we go. All right. So we did get back up to almost full HP, and well, unfortunately, the enemy also kind of did the same thing, almost. We did eliminate quite a few of them in the process, obviously, in the first particular area of the siege. Well, first charge. And I was kind of hoping that we'd be able to do more than that. Oh, no. Don't shoot me in the face. Thank you. Okay. Whew, that was a bit of a close one, in my opinion. Yeah, that was a little bit too close for my liking. But hopefully we're going to be okay. I'm going to go for it once again with this kind of situation. We kind of have to do what we can to eliminate all the archers as best as possible. Unfortunately, not really able to... They're just out of reach for the wonderful slashes that we've got going on here. Kind of harsh. Maybe we can do... Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is good. Maybe we can do something else. Maybe we can do a little bit of... Yeah, maybe we can actually... Yes, this is exactly what I was talking about. Okay, we want terror to actually activate. That's what we want. Because Terror, if you don't know, does cause a great deal of enemy morale depletion. And that's kind of what I want to do. Because anytime you can force an opponent into retreating, well, that's basically what you want most of the time, isn't it? Yes, that is what you want. Okay, so let's try and see if I can maybe do something here. Unfortunately, the enemy is capable of blocking very, very easily. When one of them blocks from one direction and the other one blocks in the other direction, it's extremely difficult to actually get any kills whatsoever because they're obviously blocking basically all the time. They're blocking both directions, so you can't actually penetrate any of their lines. So it's going to be extremely difficult. However, as you can see right here, this obviously doesn't matter too much because, well, we've already eliminated a significant amount of them and they don't seem to really be putting up that much of a fight any further. I guess that's pretty good, right? I guess that's pretty nice. So let's see if we can... Oh yeah, no, we're actually fine. Oh, never mind, I just got shot in the face. Wow, that was... Well, not in the face, but it was definitely a body shot. That was definitely a body shot, otherwise I would have died. Oh, yes, there's another body shot. Massive, massive damage coming in from the gunners there. Ow. That is pretty harsh, gotta say that. Maybe it is a headshot, actually, because my helmet is really good, so I don't know. Do I have better helmet armor than I do body armor? I think so. But obviously, a headshot does multiply the damage by probably 200%, so maybe that... Well, maybe that does make sense then. I don't know, but... Yeah, well, we'll see what we can do here. Maybe we're actually going to have... Oh, no, never mind, never mind. Okay, no, we're actually fine here. And I believe, yes, they are actually running away. And look at my medicine skill. My medicine skill is now 225. And I believe... I'm not sure, actually, whether that is the... Whether that's the perk that I really, really like in the medicine tree. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But whatever the case, leveling it up and getting a perk... at this high of a stage of medicine skill is exactly what we want to see. And I believe I'm just going to zoom ahead here, and I believe that will be it. Yes, it is. Alright, so the question is, how much war exhaustion is this actually going to cause? We got 110 kills in that particular siege as well, which is pretty nice. I don't think that's too bad, considering the fact that, there's not that many in here at this point. Okay, so there we go. Well fought. Gonna let that guy go. Basically, as I said, I'm just gonna execute anyone that is having a bad personality, quote unquote, and that's probably gonna be our main thing from now on. If they have a bad personality, if they say something bad in the interim screen, then we are just gonna, chop. That's it. Basically. Otherwise, let's see what we can do here. No, we're absolutely fine. Let's take all of that loot, thank you, and we'll show some mercy. I'm not going to claim the fief. I do not want this if I can help it. I'd like to, try to minimize the amount of corruption that I have, because I already have 10 fiefs, and I'm already suffering a little bit of corruption here and there. So, yeah, obviously that's not exactly great. And, okay, so that gives 44. Okay, I was kind of hoping that we'd be able to do more than that. Oh well, never mind. Okay, I guess I am going to have to go on to the next castle. Are they actually going to go and try and take that? No, they're not trying to take that. Okay, that's very intriguing. I would have expected them to immediately go in for the siege, but they apparently don't want to... Oh, hello, wait a minute. I did just get to the next clan tier. Yep, okay. I'm going to have to go over to Yamagata and I'm going to recruit some people. Well, it looks like we're going to be making peace with the Soma here. This is actually not great. Don't really want to do this, but kind of have to, because, well, they're all voting, and, well, I don't really want to spend all my influence, if I can even do that. Highly unlikely I'd be able to even sway the vote that much. Anyway, I did go back to Yamagata. I did actually try to get as many people as I could. As you can see, it didn't really make much difference. And yeah, I was actually thinking that we were going to face these guys, 700. I thought that would make the most sense, but yeah, unfortunately they called for the peace, and so that's what's happened. So now we are going to have to go back into Hojo clan territory. This is going to be extremely difficult for us to deal with, by the way, because obviously they've expanded their territory very, very slightly here just by taking those castles that we took. But otherwise, I mean, it feels to me like the Takeda clan are actually not doing too badly. But I am a little bit worried about what's happening here in the center, because we have a bunch of castles there. I have Odani as well. I mean, look at this. We've got a whole bunch of fiefs around, in and around that area. And I'm a little bit worried that it's going to get taken. As you can see, Kozan Castle has just been taken once again. It does seem like that tends to get taken a huge amount, and then we just take it back. I don't know who takes it back, but yeah, whatever the case, yeah, well, I guess we're going to see what happens. I'm going to make my way over to Hojo Clan territory, because this is definitely going to be who we want to try to weaken a little bit. Let's see what these guys are going for. Oh, they've only got 100... Okay, he's only got 139. That's probably not going to work out too well, but look at the Hojo clan's war exhaustion. It's looking okay. I mean, it's looking fine, you know, not too terrible. Maybe we might be able to push them a little bit further, and obviously the Mori, they are not doing as well either. The yellow faction, I don't know who they are. Let me have a look. That is the Oda clan, of course. I should have known. I should have known. But yes, so the Oda clan, obviously, as you can see right there. Oh, wait. No, we actually just had some more war exhaustion kick in there. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. We might actually beat them on that. And all I'm going to try to do now is we're going to try to take Utsunomiya. I am actually going to, of course, be building some things this time. I'm going to spend the time, and we're going to try to build some stuff. And here is our 225 medicine skill. We're going to go for Fortitude Tonic, I think, because getting additional hit points is really, really good. We could cheat death due to old age once if we wanted to, but I think Fortitude Tonic is what we're going to be taking here. The question is, what age is Bruce? He's only 45. That's fine. He's not going to die anytime soon, right? Oh no, I've just cursed myself. Alright, so here we go. We have a pretty nice setup here. I have a bunch of Azutsus. I'm not sure if that's a particularly good idea, to be honest. I feel like... Oh no, are you joking? Okoyama. Okay, so Okoyama has been apparently been besieged. I didn't even realize because I was kind of preoccupied building all these things. Okay, well, that's bad. Yeah, okay, well, as I've said, this is a massive map, and there is very, very little I can do apart from just go in here. Just literally go in here. I can't do anything else. There's nothing I can do. I could try to go all the way back, but it is extreme distance at this point. So, yeah, I mean, the best course of action for me right now is to just take this. Okay. So this is actually a pretty nice, yeah, okay, maybe it's going to be nice. I don't know. Maybe we're going to have some problems here. It's a little bit... I don't know whether I should use my bow right now. I feel like what I should do is literally just go up. Yeah, that seems okay. That seems okay. Okay, don't get shot. Don't get shot. Let's try not to get shot. Okay, how are my forces doing? Not too bad. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is pretty good. Okay, not too bad. Now I can hopefully... All I need to do is wait in there. All I need to do is wait in there. Just wait in there, wait in there, wait in there. Do as much damage as possible. Stop the archers from shooting. There we go. Okay, absolutely perfect. Now, what if I can just... Yes, nice. Wow, that was a really, really nice slash right there. Took out two enemies in one go. That's generally what we want to see. And if I can... There we go. Okay, nice. Okay, so this is actually pretty much perfect. Let's just go for a nice little thrust there. There we go. Nice overhead, slash, and eliminated all of them very, very quickly. Okay, that's great. That is what we need. I say that is all we need, but no, that is what we need in general, you know, consistently. That is the main issue that we're going to have here. Let's see if we can do something. There we go. Okay, nice. Let's see if we can maintain our presence here. My HP is decent. Let's try not to get shot. So far, things are going really, really nicely for us. I mean, generally, it is going to go nice if we can prevent ourselves from dying. Oh, the gate is open. Okay, that doesn't really do much. I don't really want to go there by myself, if I'm honest. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell my forces to charge in. I don't know why they're having so many problems. Is it because there are enemies here? No, there are not enemies here. Okay, so wait a minute. What is going... Wait a minute. Why are there enemies over here? This is strange. Okay, I'm taking really, really needless damage right now. That's bad. That's really bad. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty awful, actually. I'm not sure what happened. We didn't lose anyone. Look at this. We didn't even lose our people in the first wave. What was actually going on there? Why was that happening? That's very weird. All right. I guess we'll just have to make do with what we have here, and we'll just try and see if we can, I don't know, try to push them back. Try to do damage. Basically, all I need to do is just continue slashing away. Just try to slash away as best as I can. I'm sorry for the kill feed, by the way. Maybe I should remove the kill feed. Do I want to remove the kill feed and turn that off? Maybe we want to turn it off so you can actually see what's happening, because it is a little bit, you know, obscuring. Yeah, the only problem with that is that we're not going to be able to see if I actually kill enemies. Well, I mean, I guess you can see in the top left, so, you know, it's not that bad. Okay, we'll just do some damage here. Oh, that guy blocked. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Nice. Nice block on his part, actually. Nice block on that guy. We can do this, and then we can eliminate the last fellow. There we go. All right, okay, so now we've just got the courtyard fight to deal with here. This guy is actually looking pretty dangerous. We've got quite a few dangerous-looking individuals here. They've got some nice armor on them. And I do need to actually eliminate these as best as I can, because otherwise they're going to prove themselves to be quite troublesome for our forces, potentially. Okay, I'm going to get shot by a gunner here. I am absolutely 100% certain I'm going to get shot by a gunner. Am I? Apparently not. Apparently not. I am just lawnmowering them down now. Yes. Yes, lawnmowering. Who would have thought that that would be the term that I'd use right there? I could have just said mowing them down. That would probably have been a little bit more making sense. But, you know, when you're nearly getting shot in the face by a gun, I think it's probably pretty understandable that I might say stuff that doesn't necessarily make 100% sense. But there you go. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's how it goes. There we go. No, those guys were saying hello to us very, very clearly here. Here we go. We've got a load of people going down. All right, okay. Let's try not to get poked to death. I have a bad feeling about this, actually. When I'm in this kind of scenario, I am just going to take massive damage. There's not much I can do about it either because of the piercing. They do so much damage. Let's try and stay alive if I can, just for a little bit longer. Yeah, nope, dip. Yeah, no, couldn't do it. Okay, so we killed 208, and we've actually done good damage. We've actually done good damage, but unfortunately, I feel like we might need to retreat here. How many do they have left? Only. Yeah, we're gonna have to do it in 2 lots again, unfortunately. I don't really want to do it in 2 lots again, but that's kind of how we're gonna have to do this. I don't really want to put myself in a situation where this guy could potentially come over here and murder us. Alright, so it's time for us to go in again. I did wait and managed to wait without being harassed until we were full HP. Now, obviously, this is a little bit dangerous because here's the thing. Obviously, we lost quite a few people. We lost about, what, 10, 20 or so people when we were in our first siege with these people. And that's the problem. If we continue to lose around that amount every single time we go in here, we are going to be weakened so dramatically that the vassal nearby, because there is a vassal nearby, of course, and he's currently not really interested in fighting us, but if he decides that he wants to fight us, which he might very well do, because we're weakened, then we're going to have a problem. And especially if he brings friends. You know, if he brings a bunch of people along here, we're going to have some huge problems. But as it stands, I think we should be okay dealing with what we have here. I mean, most of these enemies are actually falling before us really, really quickly. But the question is, are we going to be able to keep that up? These guys are all running away. Okay, this is actually fantastic. Apparently, their morale is so low that they're actually just running away just in a straight line here. Very, very surprising, actually. I would have expected them to hold out for quite a bit longer. Okay, well, there you go. That does seem to be about it. And we got a gunner here. Let's take out that guy. Thank you very much. Definitely don't want him to be around here shooting us randomly. And you know what? Actually, should I actually... Wait a minute, we've already killed 163. What is actually going on with the second charge? Because I go in for the second charge and we're absolutely fine. And then the first charge is like, no, we just take so much damage well, technically I'm taking a lot of damage now, but you know what I mean. We take so much damage army-wise, and then we're unable to continue. But in this one, we seem to be a little bit more pinpoint, a little bit more accurate about where we're going and what we're doing. It's very surprising, but I guess maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's the samurai being the samurai units still being alive or something like that. Because obviously we do have to deal with the garrison here. The garrison is obviously still alive because they're not starved out or anything like that. And indeed, I am going to be doing damage to the gate so that my forces don't have to deal with it later on. Hello there, friends. I am ready to slaughter you as well. Here we go. Let's try and see if we can do something here. I mean, these guys are obviously not really... Okay, apparently they're just ignoring me. Kind of interesting. I like it, don't get me wrong. I mean, the fact is, if I'm alive, then I can help my forces to, you know, achieve victory. And if I'm dead, well, then then things are going to go badly, so... Yeah. That does seem to be about what happens here. Unless you actually have a significant amount of allied units, because let's face it, you know, generally if you're doing sieges, you don't really want to be running around by yourself like I'm doing. You know, if you run around by yourself and your army is basically solo, then you're going to be having some rather major headaches sometimes, and generally I'd suggest to avoid those if you can. Okay, so I'm gonna go for it here because we've only got only 5 enemies. They're all running away. Okay, I think that's probably it for us. I don't even need to destroy this gate, I don't think. Yeah, no, that's it. Look at that. Wow. Okay, that was extremely simple in comparison to the first round. What actually happened? Why was that so simple in comparison? I don't know. I have no idea, but there's the vassal. He's waiting for us right there. Okay, let's actually just see if we can do something. Okay, yeah, there we go. We can actually rescue some... What? Why was there an attack at a vassal right here? I have no clue. Why was there one? That's very strange. Okay, so let's get these Hatamoto guys. They're going to be really, really nice for us. And, okay, so we've got a bunch of others. Yeah, I don't want any Ashigaru if I can help it. And I think we'll probably just take these. That sounds probably pretty good. Yeah, why not? Then we'll just move on. Technically, this is a town, right? So I could have taken these prisoners, but as I've said in previous episodes, that doesn't really do much. Because I have so much cash as it is, and generally, well, I don't really need roguery skill. I mean, yeah, sure, it's fine and everything, and it's great for me to get it, but roguery skill, unfortunately, is, well, just not something that I've spec'd into this time around. So we're going to have to be a little bit more wary about what we're spec'ing into, at least at that point. Now, let's actually just see. I'm going to sell everything that I have in my ranged... no, actually, let's go with this. Instead, let's go with the armor here. Try and see if we can... There we go. We basically bankrupted the place. 69,000. Very, very nice. Okay, so Utsunomiya, obviously this is going to be a point of contention now for the Hojo... Wait a minute. Do they only have one... They only have one town? How do they only have one town? I thought they had 3 or 4. Okay, apparently my forces... Apparently the Takeda clan have been doing some crazy work. I don't actually know what's going on with that, but they've got loads of castles. I mean, the castles are the main reason why we're going to have some issues with them, and indeed they are taking back 2 castles as well, as you can see right there. But now what's happening at Okayama? Obviously we're not going to know this for quite some time. Oh no, never mind, they're going to take it. Okay. Never mind. All right, there you go. That's it. Anyway, yeah, that's it for this episode too. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.